So I did it. I finally got my master's degree in the US. It was not an easy journey for me. I had a lot of emotional breakdown and I almost gave up a lot of times, but I did it. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to share you my experience of studying abroad and moving to a new country alone. It was definitely a hard journey for me, especially because I grew up staying with my parents my whole life, and then suddenly I had to be completely independent with my life. So for this video, either you are moving to a new country for study, for work, or even for good, I would like to share some tips and things I did to make me stay motivated and focused throughout my journey. Before I get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can spend less than 3 seconds to do it right now. So if you are watching this video, I believe you are either making your decision or you are already in a new country and getting ready to start your new life. So let me say congratulations for moving a step closer to your goal. Excited, right? But I know you must be also feeling lonely, homesick, and you must be missing your friends and family a lot. So let me help you by giving you my first tip. Tip number 1 is to make new friends. Yes, it may sound simple and easy, but it might be hard to do. You are in a new country right now with a new culture. Everything is different. It's like a whole new world you are in right now. So it might be hard to talk to someone and make new friends. It was hard for me to make new friends too. And I would say even after 3 years, it's still a struggle for me. But sometimes, no matter how hard it is, you will just have to walk out there, get out there, and talk to someone, because that's the only way you can get to learn more new things, get to learn the new culture of the country that you are in, and maybe it will be able to help you get familiar with the lifestyle that you are trying to adapt to. Tip number 2 is to be smart with the use of social media. Now, social media can be very helpful when it comes to helping you stay connected with your friends and family. You can spend hours talking to them on phone calls or even video calls if you want to. However, if you spend too much time on social media, it can make you get stuck on those negative moments and negative thoughts. For my experience, when I first came here, for the first year, I spent a lot of time. I spent hours scrolling through those Facebook posts and Instagram stories that my friends share, and then I saw that they were having such a good time, they were having fun, and then when I look at myself, all I felt was just I'm stuck. I was struggling with my assignment, I was struggling with making friends, and then I was struggling with a lot of things that I feel like I don't deserve them at all. And so, like it or not, eventually you will think to a certain time in the past that you were having fun, you felt like your life back then was good, it made sense, so then you would want to give up on everything you're doing here and then go back to the country, go back to that certain point that you were having fun. That's why I would suggest to stay away from social media as much as you can, and that takes me to tip number 3, which is to stay focused on your goal. Now, no matter what you're going through right now, there might be a lot of things that can put you down and make you want to give up. So when moments like this happen, I want you to take a step back and think of what your goal is. What is it that you want to achieve coming here? And maybe ask yourself, what can you do to make that happen? Instead of getting stuck in those moments, getting stuck in those negative thoughts. So always go back to what your goal is when you feel like you're ready to give up. Tip number 4 is to take advantage of the opportunity and go explore the new world you are in. Try to remember how much hard work you have done to come this far. Now that you are in a new land, new country, why don't you give yourself some breaks and go out there to explore for some new experiences? Who knows, you might end up falling in love with this country and not even want to go back home. Tip number 5 is to reward yourself. Treat yourself. You are trying so hard to reach your goal, you are working hard to achieve whatever you want in your life, and you are doing a good job. So maybe take a moment to appreciate what you have done for yourself and go out there, treat yourself to something nice. Maybe try out some good food, go shopping, or get something you always wanted to get. Tip number 6 is to start some new hobbies. Maybe start reading, listen to some kinds of different music, or try out some new sports. Now you are in a new country. There might be a lot of new things that you can try out. Maybe you can start doing something that you always wanted to do, but you weren't able to do it in your country. One thing I like to do is to go to different concerts. So there are a lot of singers that I wanted to see, but they would never go to Cambodia. So right now I'm in the US, I'm taking advantage of that. So find yourself something new that you may enjoy. Tip number 7 is to pick up some new skills. Maybe apply for some internship or part-time jobs so then you can make money and get experience at the same time. So I worked as a waitress for some time and I had never imagined being a waitress. But I would say it was a really good experience for me. I got to meet a lot of new people, make some friends, and make some money and get experience at the same time. So stop wasting your time, guys. Get out there and pick up some new skills. Okay, so these are all the tips that I have for you. Was that enough for you? Should I give you another one? Maybe I'll give you a bonus tip. My last tip is to find yourself someone who you can talk to. It can be your good friend, it can be your family member, whoever it is that you feel comfortable talking to. It's for that moment when you feel like you're down, you don't know what to do next, and just a lot of things happening to you. Talking to someone might be able to help. Don't get stuck just by yourself, and yeah, just talk to someone. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is to leave comments below and tell me what you think of the tips that I've just mentioned, or if you have any useful suggestions or tips that you would like to share or ask any question. And if this video has helped you in any way, please hit that like button because it really helps me a lot. One last thing that I want to say is that you guys are awesome. You're doing such a good job hanging in there, and whatever it is that you want to achieve in life, I wish you all the best.